Good afternoon to the people on the East Coast, and it's 11:39 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and today's date is 12/27. Happy New Year, everyone. I've got Apple, and once again, this is a daily chart in the Stock Market Funding MMT Market Maker platform, which is all done with mathematics, and there's a system to it. I'm just going to show you today that we have a wall of resistance at 514 on Apple, and we're trading down, and we just made a lower low here at 504.66 with 452 lows intraday. Now, on this daily chart, one thing that I'm going to point out outside of everything that's happening there on the daily chart, what I am going to show you, excuse me, I won't use this particular chart. We'll use the MMT chart. I'm going to go back to this daily chart, which for some reason we're having a conflict. We have the daily chart back up. So when we were up here at 592, we had the big lows that were put in down here. We have broken lower lows. We rallied way up from the original reversal on this daily chart. What I can show you is that each one of these lines are $4.17 per line mathematically. And that these daily gap up bars are still making the lower lows, and these are daily bars that every time we go up in volatility, it sells down 3 days in a row. We're down here at the lower teeny line. Remember, each line is $4.17 in our system mathematically, and it's right to the penny. What we are going to say is one thing. The stock is down 1 delta today, 1.00, and it's trading back down there. A half a delta is minus 2.00. That equaled $8.34. Right now, the current is 0.91. So when this goes down toward minus 1.00 here, prices will fall. They will not lag. It's not standard technical analysis. That's outdated. This is real. It doesn't lag price. What I am saying is that the support levels, the resistance levels up here, when we featured the short here, we also featured it at 705. Yes, you do bounce up in volatility, but every time on the daily gaps, they were sells immediately. And they were closing below the previous daily half bars, and the diamonds were closing at the lows. You can see them. Then we had, once again, we put in this great low, and people rushed in and bought it, and it went right to that resistance line that I have right here. And you can see mathematically that this diamond is below this half bar right here, and that this diamonds here are lower. That means downtrend. And that resistance levels on the daily diamonds right here are the wall of resistance of these diamonds. And why do they make lower lows? Why do they bounce higher in volatility? Why do they go from a low up to a high here, but make the lower lows in the overall longer term daily trend? Well, we can tell you how to do just that. And we will. There are times to get long, but then this thing's downtrend is so embedded that at points you get oversold, you bounce, people buy into it, but you're right down here at these lows again. These are the major lows right here that this diamond is sitting on right now at 11:43 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 12:27. It's a daily chart. It's our platform. It's not your regular type of application. It does all the math for you. You're welcome to sign up for a day trial to get to know what we do. We have a 5-day trial. We'll have other trials on new services coming in 2013, other than what our accuracy is. And when Apple falls in price like this, you make a lot of money going short, buying put options. So each low, once we break below 497.50 on a daily level, and in our platform we already know what these equations are going to be. That's going to be down here. Negative 1.5 delta, which is $5 away, is going to be the next support level, will be 500.49. 2 deltas down, a major support level in our system will be 496.32, and 2.5 deltas down would be 492. And how does Apple, once it breaks that $500 delta line, which is $5.46 away? Right now, you can clearly see that the stock itself, the bid and ask range is 506. The low is 504.66. How many intraday lows have we made? We have made over 400 intraday lows right here. We got 452, and we have an hour and 15 minutes of the market. Things will bounce off of their bottom. You can learn how to trade these intraday, but just remember they are going to make lower lows. So when you get the upside of that, so when you buy down here and you sell into resistance here, the overall trend remains very, very, very negative. And I'm going to conclude that the daily chart here is telling us that we're at a major double diamond support level where the other lows were. Moving forward through the end of the year and going into calendar next year is where do these next support levels are going to be. I had just stated that. So once again, what I am going to say is that we will teach you how to maneuver and get great moves off of the bottom at times, but then bigger moves when they fail. And the whole trend on Apple is very weak. And a lot of it is contributed to tax selling. But nonetheless, we can clearly see that Apple is having some very challenging times today. And basically learning that intraday trend and why does it make another lower low. We will teach you how to trade around the position so that if you buy the bottom and it fails, you can take your profits and you can get short intraday. There's lots of things that we can show you. We do invite you to join us so that you are visibly watching what we do during the day live in the marketplace, not after the fact, because that you can believe. And let us spend some time with you and let us take you through some of these trades. Let us set up a custom program for you for 2013 so that you can maneuver in these markets in a high frequency trading program that we have. So you want to get better at what you do, you take the next step, and we'll bend over backwards, and we'll do it together, and we'll do it live right when it's happening.